Alright guys, today we're going to be ranking the Child's Play movies from worst to best based on how I like them. And I apologize if I see a little timid. I record this video like 4 times. I got something going on. It keeps deleting from my files. I don't know why. So this is like the 4th time I'm attempting to do this, so just bear with me. And I know Child's Play is like a touchy franchise, right? So I'm sure there's going to be some feelings about this list. Listen, film's subjective, okay? If you feel differently, let me know in the comments. We could debate it, right? And if it bothers you that much where you're actually frustrated and angry about it, I just don't give a fuck, buddy, okay? All right, let's go. Coming in last place, I got to see the Chucky. Everybody knows, right? I almost put this in second to last because just the nostalgia from this movie, right? And it was also the last time we seen like a real practical, like, good guy doll. You can make an argument for, nah. It's a bad movie, dude. Probably one of the worst endings we've ever seen in any horror movie ever, too, by the way. They had good success with the horror comedy thing and Bride of Chucky, but they didn't know when to stop. It's kind of like you have a good joke, and then you keep just dragging it for minutes and minutes. It becomes unfunny. And then all the extra shit, it's not it. And then coming in second to last, I got Cult of Chucky, which somehow might be controversial. Now listen, there's a lot of things I enjoy about this movie, okay? I really enjoy the character of Chucky in this movie, okay? I enjoy the setting. I love the setting of the movie. The side characters I thought were really entertaining. And I'm not going to lie to you, the first time I watched the movie, the ending, I was like mildly pleased. But after later rewatches, I don't like the ending anymore. And another thing, right? Chucky, look at him. Ugly as fuck. I hate the new fucking look at Chucky. I hate it. I hate it. You know what's crazy? People will rave about Jason Voorhees and Freddy vs. Jason, or Michael Myers in Halloween 4 and 5. Freddy Krueger and Freddy's Dead. But nobody says shit about Chucky. This is an abomination. Nobody talks about it. It's crazy. He looks horrible. The like soft rubber CG look. It's fucking gross. And then the cherry on top of the whole movie, right? Mind you, we've had Chucky for years and decades at this point, right? 7 films later, they decide to tell us that he could split his soul into multiple different bodies. Okay, buddy. You know what that is? Lazy. How convenient. 7 films later, you decide to mention that? Then why did the other 6 happen? All right? It's horrible. All right? I should have put it last, but I can't ignore Seed of Chucky's bad. Coming in 5th place, I got Child's Play 3, and I know. This might be controversial, I know. But listen, I'd like to make a disclaimer that every movie from Child's Play 3 on this list are relatively close with each other. There's not much that makes one worse than the other. They stay pretty consistent. And there is a lot of good things about this movie. It's still horror, right? It falls in that main trilogy where Chucky was still horror. He has some great one-liners in this movie. Nice kills, right? Different setting. It's new, right? A lot of people didn't like Andy, the whole aged Andy with a new actor. I didn't mind it. I thought he did a good job as Andy, and I think like they kind of look a little similar. I really didn't think it was a big deal. But where it falls off for me, and I don't like talking bad about child actors. I'm not going to say he's a bad actor, but I didn't enjoy the whole Tyler part of the story. That was the first thing. Second thing, the side characters, very forgettable. Very, very forgettable. But it's not a bad movie. I just have it this low because the other ones are better. And then in 4th place, I got Bride of Chucky. Now, this movie holds a very special place in my heart. This is the first movie they did that was horror comedy. Oh, what the fuck? My fault. I got a little confused by the cover here. No, really though. They did really good with this movie. I think they had the perfect blend of horror and comedy. Some great kills. We get the iconic Stitch Chucky look. We get the introduction to Tiffany and Jennifer Tilly in the franchise. The whole Bride of Frankenstein vibe. We also get a deeper look at like personality traits for each character in the movie. And a lot of people don't like Jesse and Jane, but I have no complaints. I wanted to see them return in the television show. That's just me. I think the 3rd act is fine. It gives me like Jason Lives vibes, which is crazy because I just did a video about that. Go check it out. But yeah, this movie is an instant classic. I watch it all the time. Even when I'm not rewatching the whole franchise in order, I will throw this on as a standalone just because. And fun fact, I was petrified of Chucky, okay? He was the only horror icon I ever was genuinely terrified of, to the point if I was in a store as a kid and I seen a DVD with Chucky on it, I'd throw a fit, scream, cry, stomp my feet, run the other way. I couldn't do it. when I was ready to get over my fear of the character, this was the first movie to help me get past that. And I went on later to watch the original trilogy, and I really enjoy it. He's one of my favorite icons now. So this movie really does hold a special place in my heart. And here comes the controversy. Yes, I have Child's Play. Next. Listen, don't get me wrong. This is a straight up horror classic, okay? The 80s vibe. Look at the poster. Like, you could tell, but just by the poster, it's classic all over it. There's only one reason I have it this low, okay? And that is, you take Chucky as a character. We didn't have that yet, okay? So I'm going off screen time. I think this is the least amount of screen time Chucky's had in the whole franchise in this movie. And when he does start being active and moving around, a lot of it's like POV shots or just noise or his feet. Like, we don't get to really see him much. And again, he's not super established as a character, so we don't know what he's becoming. We don't really know him well enough yet. So it's like, while it's a good movie, I just feel like it's a little bit worse than the other ones in the fact of screen time. But it's still a great movie. I watch it every year, I promise. Then in second place, I got The Curse of Chucky. And dude, I know, I could hear it right now. This is probably going to make you mad. But as I said, film is subjective, okay? And if it makes you mad, I don't give a fuck, boy. This is my fourth time recording a video, all right? I'm just telling you the truth how it is. Take it how you want it. But listen, now, here are my reasonings, okay? The only real thing I don't like about this movie, similar to Cult of Chucky, is the look of him, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. Why couldn't you just keep the practical, right, mechanic of the original good guy doll? Why'd you have to change it? Like, you could even tell, it doesn't even look like him. That's my only complaint about the movie. But listen, this movie, right, brought back the Chucky franchise. And it didn't only bring back the Chucky franchise, it brought back Chucky, all right? Let me elaborate. When this movie was announced, I didn't even know if it was real or not. I called up my aunt. I'm like, yo, you see all the trailers for this? Like, what's the word, right? Listen. Because he's been gone for so many years and the last movie we had was Seed of Chucky, right? I'm expecting this movie to be down here. Horrible. But when I watched it, right, my expectations were so low and I actually watched it, it was really up here. So it really just like, But listen, though. They let go of all that horror comedy stuff, and he got back to his horror roots. And this is a good version of Scary Chucky. I'm telling you the truth. Listen, the whole movie takes place in a thunderstorm. You get the whole lightning thunderstorm vibe. They also expand deeper on the lore, okay? We get to learn more about Charles Lee Ray's past, his mistress. He's the reason Nika's in the wheelchair, the reason why he's going after these people. And it all makes sense. Normally the concern with soft reboots is they're going to mess the story up somehow, but you still keep the contents of the original story while adding a new group of characters, and it all works out. And then you have Chucky, right? Stalking the night, picking them off. This is what I mean. It takes place in one house, the whole movie, okay? It's not like the other movies where they're driving here, and then this scene's here, and this, and this, and this. Oh, let's go investigate this, and let's figure out this. No, it takes place in one house during a thunderstorm where Chucky's there picking them off one by one on some real Predator shit. That shit is terrifying. I'm trying to tell you. This, dude, most slept on movie in a franchise. Fight with the wall. And like I said, if I was going into the first time I watched this movie and I was expecting it to be really good, and it probably would be a little bit lower on the list, but just because we were coming from Seed of Chucky and I was expecting it to be down here and it performed up here, I just, like I said, But listen, you had a good thing with this, and then they went to Cult of Chucky and added in all that dumb shit, like fucking it all up again. Now you have the TV show, which, I mean, the first season was pretty entertaining, but then it's like, dude, come on, like, what the fuck? Just get back to the real shit. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, yes, this is number 2. That's the way it is. Then coming in first place, we got Child's Play 2. Yes. Arguably the most horror vibe out of the whole franchise, okay? Even look at the poster. You could see it in his face. I was able to take Chucky a lot better than this movie, than the first movie, because in the first movie, like I said, he wasn't established yet. We weren't really knowing, right? We didn't see him till way later in the film. This film, off the bat, you're seeing Chucky. You know who he is. You know he's going for Andy. You know the lore behind everything, and it hits right. Also, some of the best one-liners and most iconic kills, like the teacher with the yardstick, the foster father, the basement steps, etc. One of the best third acts in the whole franchise inside the Good Guy Doll Factory. While the first movie's a set in stone classic, I think this movie's where he solidifies himself as an icon. I mean, in the third act of the movie, he has a fucking knife where his hand's supposed to be. Like, come on, man. We also get introduced to Kyle, Andy's foster sister, who ends up becoming a fan favorite. She later reprises her role in the television show. Now listen, this is one of my favorite franchises, so I enjoy all of these movies. I enjoy all of them, okay? I just have reasons, and I explained all of them and why some are better than the others for me personally. But again, for the fourth time, film is subjective, okay? Now, I love film, so if you feel differently, let me know in the comments and we could debate it. That's what I do. I love it. I'm true to this, not new to this. Fuck are you talking about? It's all fun. It's all in fun. And listen. Again, if it really makes you mad to the point where you're like, oh, what the like, you know, you're really feeling the anger in your body, go fuck yourself, buddy. Okay? So yes, Cult of Chucky's garbage. The original is probably third place, and Curse of Chucky is second. Take it as you may. What do you think about the whole ranking? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, alright?